My name is Steph Steele, and I am a longtime grocer. Tiny Grocer started in March of 2021 on South Congress. It's Tiny, which is the name. It's 1,800 square feet. And so it was really this idea of having what I call a complete shop in a very small space. So all of the departments that you would find in a major grocery store are represented. There's body care, there's fresh breads, there's produce, there's fresh flowers, there's a deli making food, there's a coffee bar making coffee in a really small space. And it's really, I like to say it's just the good stuff. And then a few years later, opening this one is just kind of expanding the dream, right? The evolution of Tiny Grocer. So the market itself is a little bit bigger. It's not that much bigger, but it allows us to have a few more items. And because it's in a neighborhood, we expanded our kids section and our pet section. But the big deal here is it really allowed us to just add a whole nother avenue to the business, which is the restaurant. And so Bureau de Poste is the restaurant, and we do our normal deli food operations Monday through Friday until 3 p.m. here, and then it flips into a French bistro, and we do incredible French food here, and we do brunch on the weekends. I think that in my subconscious, this has been there for a really long time. I've always really liked small grocery stores, and I always seek them out. But yeah, I think in consciousness, it was probably pretty heavily worked on starting about 3 years before it actually started. My relationship with Mission really started when I was working as a project director for the other restaurant group. When we were doing Swedish Hill, there was lots of equipment that we needed, and I found myself having a connection at Mission with a salesperson and just really appreciated that relationship. And so when it was time to do my own thing, I sought that person out again, and we did the first Tiny Grocer. And it's just sitting down in the conference room, going over what the plan is, going over what equipment. In the way that you get information from Mission, there's a link to click at the top for all the spec sheets, because as you're in construction, that's so important, getting that information to your architects, getting it to your electricians, and just kind of compiling that into an easy to get to and easy to share way. So Mission even actually helped introduce me to a woman in Houston that helped me with financing for the equipment. And so I just feel like it's been a really symbiotic, helpful relationship between us, and I've appreciated it.